People absolutely hate this Hatsune Miku person being in Fortnite. Now, for all the people who are confused, Hatsune Miku isn't actually like a person itself. Like, it's not a like VTuber or something like that. And initially, that's actually what I thought this person was. But Hatsune Miku is coming to Fortnite, and she's basically like this anime-looking character created artificially by a software company in Japan. So she's not an actual like real person behind this. It's literally completely artificial, which, you know, who's to say that's a bad thing? She's basically like the mascot for this software, and it allows people to create voices like artificially. A lot of people are getting it confused. From what I've gathered, it's not actually artificial intelligence. It's just an artificial software that allows you to create your own voices and create songs and things like that. But this character has been around for a really long time, since like 2007. So this is not a new thing at all, and it's gained steam a lot over, you know, since it released. This Hatsune Miku like mascot has been really popular. I don't know how much it's actually like promoted this software or this, you know, thing that allows you to create voices or whatever. Maybe it's a more popular thing in Japan, but we will talk about that later. Now, this character has done all types of like virtual concerts according to Google, kind of like what we saw with Travis Scott, I guess, in the concerts that we see inside of Fortnite and that Roblox has done. I guess it's something like that. Maybe not inside of a game, but maybe on a website or something like that. I didn't dig too deep into exactly what these like concerts are or how they work or anything like that. I was just said that she has done virtual concerts in the past, and that's really what she's known for. Another thing is, if any of you guys are on social media, you will see that her Twitter is absolutely popping, and just about every time she posts, she gets like tens of thousands of likes. I know she has been kind of boosted with this whole like Fortnite stuff going on and her coming into Fortnite and the speculation beforehand and everything, especially with her teasers. Of course, those are going to get more likes, but her others get a lot of likes as well, like in the tens of thousands. So this isn't like an unknown thing, you know what I mean? It's not like nobody knows who this is. I didn't know who it was, but that doesn't mean she's not popular. Now, the biggest complaints coming from people, of course, are on social media again and on apps like Twitter. There's a lot of other people saying Fortnite could have added so many other people. There's so many different artists, you know, Taylor Swift, Kendrick Lamar, Kanye, people like that. Someone even said, I can't believe we got this like artificial intelligence, you know, anime fake character before one of the like pop icons or hip hop icons or something like that. And again, Hatsune Miku isn't artificial intelligence. She's literally just an artificial character created by a software, which I understand why a lot of people will, you know, be kind of confused by that and be angry. It's like, why would you choose this when there's so many other options? And I'll talk about why I think Fortnite chose Hatsune Miku for this later on in the video. But one of my rebuttals for this is how we literally just got out of a season completely revolved around rap artists. Like, let's be honest, you guys, we just got out of Chapter 2 Remix, which I'm not going to get into how much I really didn't like that season and what they did with it. We had Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Ice Spice, and they continued to be a big part of Fortnite. I mean, Snoop Dogg has like 5 skins in the game now. He was even involved with Winterfest. Just considering the fact that we just got out of a season like that, I feel like it's okay for Fortnite to take a break from that sort of stuff. And this character is something different, and that's what I love about Fortnite. And to be honest with you guys, I have seen so much of Snoop Dogg in this game that I literally could not care less who the next artist is as long as it's not him. I've seen Snoop Dogg literally everywhere. I've seen him in Fortnite. I've seen him on all types of commercials. I'm just really tired of seeing Snoop Dogg in this game. So I'm really happy that we're kind of taking a break from that, especially taking a break from more like traditional pop and hip hop artists. I think this is a really cool way for Fortnite to kind of go think outside of the box and collab with somebody different. To be honest, I feel like people getting mad about this is really stupid. A lot of you probably don't understand that this controversy and this stupid like drama has been going on for like 2 to 3 days at this point. There's a Fortnite community on Twitter where people talk about things in Fortnite, and people have been arguing about it like crazy. People who don't know who Hatsune Miku is, they don't like anime, they're not a fan of the artificial stuff, and that's perfectly fine. But arguing about this like constantly for days on end is really dumb. You're not going to get Fortnite to change anything, and I think it's okay for people to voice their opinion. Of course, that's literally what my whole channel is about. But in my personal opinion, I feel like milking something and constantly talking about how much you hate it and hate it and hate it. I know a lot of people may say that I'm a bit of a hypocrite for saying that because I talked about how much I didn't like Remix a lot, but the only time I really ever did that was to help you guys understand the context of why I hated certain things in the game and why I formed my certain opinions on it. So I really wouldn't count that as the same. But I think talking about this thing over and over again, when Fortnite really isn't going to change anything about it, especially if you're not creating content, you're literally just talking about how much you hate Hatsune Miku being put into this game. I think that's really silly. Someday, I think these people will realize that Fortnite is a melting pot of literally anything you can think of. And someday, you know, another IP will be added that you don't like. And personally, I realized this, and I feel like a lot of people realize this after the Skibbity Toilet collab. I would have literally never thought, I would have bet money that this would never come to Fortnite, that Skibidi Toilet would never be a thing in Fortnite, and then all of a sudden they pulled it out of nowhere with a huge Christmas surprise for us and added Skibidi Toilet into Fortnite, and it is actually canon in Fortnite now, which is insane. So I'm really not sure what isn't possible in Fortnite, and I think a lot of people need to realize that as well. This game isn't going anywhere because of the amount of collabs that they have. It's a melting pot for literally anything you can think of, and everything is on the table. I made a video talking about things that were impossible in Fortnite, but I really hope that I'm wrong. I hope that I'm jinxing it and I'm actually making them come to Fortnite, because I seriously do not know what isn't possible in this game. And looking at this from a bit of a different perspective here, let's look at the people who don't know what this is. This looks really weird to them, and the fans of Miku need to understand that, because not everybody is gonna understand this whole like anime thing. Kind of anime being accepted in terms of like people in general on social media, I think is still a relatively new thing. So there's still gonna be a lot of people, especially younger people, who think that the whole like Japanese anime cartoony like animation style is gonna be weird, especially when you find out that this Hatsune Miku person isn't literally like an actual person. It's just this made up character, like a mascot for this voice generated thing. A lot of people aren't gonna like respect that. They're not really gonna understand it. So I understand why people are really upset, but it doesn't give people a right to be attacking others. That is just absolutely insane. And I think a lot of people are wasting their time arguing about this, about whether it should or shouldn't be in Fortnite, because it really doesn't make that much of a difference. This is eventually going to go away, just like every other icon has in, you know, Festival. This is season 7 and all of the other skins have gone away at some point, so it's okay. And the skin personally to me really doesn't look that bad. Now another thing too that I want to make sure I bring up is how this character makes a lot of sense for the current season theme being Japanese culture. I understand that they could have added like real life people like BTS or, you know, another band. There was a girl K-pop group that I believe they were going to collab with, but the collab ultimately did get canceled. I'm not exactly sure what happened with that, but I know it was going to happen, and this must have been their second option. BTS would have actually been really cool. I know that we have a few like emotes for them, but having them as like icons in the festival would have been cooler to me, to be honest. I would have liked that more, and I think it would have been a lot more accepted by Fortnite. And this could have just been a way for Fortnite to kind of go outside of the box with this, instead of having, you know, the same sort of people over and over again in their game, which makes sense to me. Now this is one of those things all in all that I personally don't really care about all that much. It doesn't affect me. I really don't play Festival that much, and I have the Fortnite crew, so I'm gonna get the skin for free either way. But let me know what you guys think about Hatsune Miku being in Fortnite. Do you have a problem with it? Let me know down below in the comments. This is your free pass to complain in the comments if you want to. That's perfectly fine. I'll read all of your comments. If you guys could drop a like on today's video. You watched this far, you must have liked the video, so drop a like to let me know. Subscribe to the channel, use code PROZEROYT to support me, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.